All right. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss DJ Driver, back at it again, doing what I always do, and that's drive. So I got an update for you guys, a Grubhub update. The sun is very out and very vibrant today. Which way did I go? I think I'm gonna go this way. I got a Grubhub order that I'm heading to pick up. But I figured go ahead and give the people the update. I have a video that I did that I pre-recorded for you guys, and I know I was telling you I got the information coming for the camera, but I just haven't gotten around to editing that video. I tried, and I was running into some technical difficulties, so um, I still got that in the works, and it's still coming. Nobody's on right now. Hopefully somebody will join me here in just a minute. But I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it because I don't want to make this video too long. As I said, I am driving, so you guys get a live um, 411 update video as well as the ride along. So there you go. Excuse me for the sun. Thank God for the sun. But anyways, let's get to it. So a lot of you who've been following me know I've been doing DoorDash more than anything lately. However, that's changed as of Wednesday of this week. I forgot what date that was. What's today's date? Oh my gosh. Anywho, today is Saturday, so this past Wednesday, I officially got back on the Grubhub platform. Now, I was never off of the platform. I didn't do it because my account was paused, and I was able to toggle on and whatnot. But as I stated before, it's just not worth it in my market to toggle on um, and take Grubhub orders because you won't make nearly as much without the blocks, without that minimum guarantee. So, needless to say, I spoke with my new driver specialist, and hang on to that. Um, and lo and behold, I'm back on the platform. So I'll go ahead and start from the beginning. What went down was this. I signed up for Grubhub as soon as it became available in my market back in October, I believe, of 2018. And I did it, test out the waters for a little bit like I do any other platform that comes to my market. You got to play around with it. When something's fresh in the paint, usually there's some type of incentive for the customers to jump aboard as well as drivers. And you got to let it simmer down. I look at it the first 30 days, you learn, get to know what it's about. And then the next 30 days, you see how you can work it for your area, see what works for you. But when you're in a smaller market, that's what you have to do. You have to see how the platform will benefit you and work for you. So it wasn't, it was a hit and miss for me, which is surprisingly because it was pretty slow in my market, and I could have just easily racked up on the minimum guarantee, right? But the one thing I did not know or I didn't take into consideration was how Grubhub works, right? I was learning. I should have watched more videos, but I didn't really cater to that acceptance rate, drop rate, and what's the other one? Acceptance, drop, and uh, you guys know that you know what the tiers are. You know what it is. So mine always goes blank when I'm talking. But anyways, so I didn't treat it like I should, and I was dropping blocks, and I had things to do at that time. I was juggling a lot. And so you know how in your first 30 days Grubhub gives you like that premier feel without really being a premier driver because it has to rack up what you do in 30 days in order to give you a level score, which is partner, pro, or premier. So lo and behold, by the next 30 days I dropped down to partner, obviously. And I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. So I let it go. And when I went back to jump on the platform uh, about a month ago, I realized I was paused. So I called my driver specialist, which is the same specialist they gave me from the start. Keep that in mind. And I chopped it out with her. She gave me some tips and tricks. She let me know a little something, something, and stated that, I can't remember. I think she said she didn't realize why I was paused. But she did talk about the do's and don'ts to a degree, um, and so forth. So I said, well, that's great. I'm looking to do it full time. And, can you throw me out some gear, all that good stuff. So she did that. And, I'm back in the game. Not even a couple of weeks went by and I was paused again. And I'm like, whoa, what's up with this? So I reached out to my specialist. She would not return any of my messages. She has a call feature at the bottom of her email that you can schedule a call to talk to her. And she wasn't returning them like she did before. So she's always busy. So when I went to go schedule it, I scheduled once because I think her availability was only Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I would schedule it either a Tuesday or Wednesday or a Thursday, whatever she had that was open and quick. But I was only doing it in 1 week increments, thinking like I'm going to get a call. So 2 weeks went by, no call. She doesn't call me at the designated time. None of that. So then I scheduled um, multiple calls back to back. I'm like, okay, she might not call the other time, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I know if I wait till the last minute, then it will not be open or available to me. So I did that, and immediately the next day, she cancels all of them and emails me and says, "Hi, um, what is how she worded it something like this. She said, "Hey, um, I canceled all your callbacks. I'm not sure what you need from me. There's nothing I can do to help you with picking out blocks. Yada yada yada." I mean, it was short. It was to her point, and that was that. Mind you, I've been scheduling these calls, and I've been emailing her, and I've been calling care, trying to see what's up with my specialist. Why she not returning my calls? And the emails, I'm going more in depth, and I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you. What was going on was I was having phone issues, and among some other issues, I ended up having to take the phone to my carrier. They wanted me to take it to Apple. Bro, it was a lot going on. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So, anyways, long story short, I speak with one department on Grubhub, and then got transferred to another department. I think care and another department. So they go to tell me, hey, I had to give them the whole story like I gave you guys. And they said, well, what happened? And I explained to them, the technical issues I was having. And I noticed how I was getting these messages, and it was telling me like it thought I was here when I was there, all kind of stuff, right? So the guy goes and tell me, well, who's your specialist? And I tell him. He goes, that's not, he said, well, that's not your specialist. I'm like, that's the specialist I've had since I came aboard last year in October on Grubhub 2018. And he says, well, this is your new specialist. And so he texts me the information, and I'm like, okay, I give it a try. So I reach out to this specialist, and at first he didn't want to budge. And I'm like, he must had a phone call come in. Sorry guys, had a phone call come in. So lo and behold, I emailed him, and he did the same exact thing she did, kinda. He didn't ignore me. He took, I think, a day or two to get back to me, but he did reply back to me something similar to what she said. Like, as in, like, he wrote a little bit more in depth. He was like, hey, he said, hi, Jamaica. I can't help you with, your blocks, it appears you are permanently paused. Permanently paused. Yeah. I'm like, what? Permanently paused, bro. What are you talking about? So I was, I explained how I would like to talk over the phone verbally so things can be conveyed, more accurately. And he says, okay, gives me the link to schedule a call, and I did that. But hold that thought, guys. I gotta go pick up this order, so bear with me just a sec. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. But anywho, so I got the order, and I'm on the way to go drop this off. And this is going. All right, so I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Once again, I had another phone call come in. Uh, yeah, sometimes it's like that, man. Get super busy, and people trying to hit me up, business transaction, personal transactions. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know. I hope you guys can't hear that GPS. Hopefully only I can hear it. I'll know once I watch this video back, so I'll know for next time. But anywho, so picking out where I left off, man. Um, so anyways, I finally speak to my new specialist. And I tell him the same spit, the same story, everything. And the funny thing is about this, they keep telling me, he told me as well as she told me, there's nothing they can do about it, yada yada yada. And I know for a fact that that's not true. Well, now I know for a true fact, but I also knew for a fact because um, Grubhub, told me so. They're like the only person that could do anything to your schedule, to your blocks, is your specialist. I even went above up and asked if, sorry, if I keep pausing, it's because the GPS is talking to me. But I even, asked, hey, is there someone that I can speak to that's even above the specialist, like a supervisor or a hierarchy team or something like that, just in case this guy goes left, and doesn't want to return my calls either. And the answer to that was only your specialist can answer that. I'm like, what? Oh, really? This is weird. I'm like, all right, all right. I said, I can't get in contact with the specialist, But, anyways, so I thought it was going to be another, issue because the day he was supposed to call me, I didn't get a call. And he texted me or emailed me and said, having phone issues, would need to reschedule. Would tomorrow same time work for you? I'm like, sure, it'll work for me. Let's try this out again, right? So he reschedules it, and man of his word, he gave me a call. He gave me a call. So I explained to him the whole rundown, the whole bid, let him know what was up, what's going on, and he goes on to tell me, well, look, this is the thing. Yeah, you were permanently paused, and this is why the system. So apparently, um, Grubhub system automatically um, pauses people when they don't meet the expectations of their market. And what that means is, so for example, sorry, I'm listening to the GPS so I can know where I'm going. So what it does is it compares each driver in each market with other drivers. So it looks at how many orders you get. It looks at how many orders you get in the time and to a point location, right? So it takes all these factors in and it factors. a determination whether or not you meet the same criteria as other drivers. And that's how it pinpoints or weeds out people who are cheating the system. I mean, he told me everything, right? Well, I think everything. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Gotta pause one more time. Getting ready to drop off this order. Give me one sec, guys. Be right back. All right. All right. Be right back, guys. Hey there. It's Jason, right? Joe, that's all right. There you go. Hope you enjoy. I don't know why they don't put them on myself. Joe, that's right. I said Jason. That was funny. All right. All right, we are back. And I apologize for all the pausing and the stopping. And by the time you watch this back on the playback, it probably won't even appear as though to just be like snippets and not waiting time. But for my live viewers, I apologize. So, anyways, back to the topic at hand, the 411 Grubhub 411 update. So he's giving me all this information, and I'm like, I'm taking it in. I'm like, yo, this is video worthy right here. Video worthy. So I'm listening, and he's, giving me like pointers and whatnot, just like she did. But he took it a step further, and explained a few things to me. So how I was telling you guys, remember, keep that in mind as far as with the specialist. So how I got a new specialist is he tells me that Grubhub just recently changed locations. And so I don't know if that's locations as far as, they're still in, what is it, in Illinois? Is those numbers that come across? I think Chicago. And maybe just another building. But he just said the word location. They relocated. And along with that, specialist got changed. So if you are experiencing a new specialist, unbeknownst to you, that's why. So, and he's now my new specialist for my market. I'm like, okay, gravy, baby. Let's do it. I am Jamaica, MsDjDriver. You're Mr. So and so. I'm not going to say his name, obviously, but you know, I want you to get to know me and not what you read. You know what I mean? I don't know what she put. I just know she didn't handle it properly, and I feel like to a certain degree that did give me an upper hand with my plea. So, long story short, I know I keep saying that, but it's okay. You done? We're about 20 minutes into this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up real quick. But I just wanted you guys to know, so you can be unpaused from a permanent pause. Just keep this in mind. It's not as easy as it may sound from what I'm telling you. So take it as this. When you get paused for the first time, that's your warning. Your specialist may or may not have told you that. It may or may not appear to you like that, but it is like that. That's your warning. And so if you get paused, you speak to your specialist and you get it worked out, try your best to keep it worked out. By all means, do what you got to do for you. and what fits you. I know there's other platforms out there. Do what you got to do for you. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up about it. Because if you get paused for the second time, that's called a permanent pause in Grubhub's eye. And it's harder to get out of that pause than it is the first one. Okay, so develop a good relationship with your specialist, and that could help to your benefit. Don't let them tell you what they cannot do, because they can. Your specialist can um, work out your blocks. Your specialist can pause and unpause you. Okay. Well, I don't know if they can pause you, but I know they can unpause you. All right. So that's my little nuggets for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video. If you find it helpful, go ahead and like the video. Consider subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. That way you won't miss when I'm live or when I upload a video. I do have a Facebook group page as well. All the information is in the box below. Thank you guys so much. It's your girl, MsDjDriver. And in the meantime, in between time, love God, love others, and